Hello children, today we are going to learn more in EVS2 class. So let's see what we are going to learn. Today we are going to continue with the lesson Shivaji's childhood. Before continuing the lesson, let us review what we had learnt it in that lesson in the last period. Now if you all remember, when Shivaji was about to be born, Shahaji Raje was in a very unsettled condition. Since he had left Adil Shahi and joined Nizam Shahi, Adil Shah was very angry, so he had burnt his Jagir completely. And Jijamata was pregnant, so there was no proper place for them to live. To leave Jijamata at a safe place, Shahaji Raje went to Shivneri fort. The person who was in charge of this fort was Vijay Raj, a relative of the Bhosles. He asked him to keep Jijamata there and give protection to her. So Vijay Raj readily agreed, and leaving Jijamata at Shivneri fort, Shahaji Raje went back to fight with the Mughals. And on the 19th of February in the year 1630, Jijabai gave birth to a son, and on the 12th day he was named as Shivaji because he was born on the fort of Shivneri. Now first 6 years of Shivaji's life was very highly unsettled, and Jijamata became the first teacher for him. She did not neglect his studies. She used to take him in her lap during the evening times, and she used to tell him the stories of Rama, Krishna, Bhim and Abhimanyu, and also the stories of pious men and saints like Namdev, Jnaneshwar, Eknath. And she also used to recite to him the devotional songs of these saints. And whenever Shivaji used to hear the stories of the brave men, how they fought for the welfare of the people, he also used to feel that on growing up, he also should show his valor like them. So like this Shivaji was growing, and the people living in the hilly regions surrounding Shivneri fort, they were called as Maulas, and these children used to come to Shivneri fort to play with Shivaji. And they were very good in climbing the hills and mimicking the sounds of the birds and animals. And they used to make forts with the adhan mud, and they also used to play with the mud, and they used to make with mud elephants and horses, and they used to play with that. And they used to play hide and seek, and they also used to play with top or ball. So like this, Shivaji's first 6 years of life was going on the fort of Shivneri. So now, so far we learnt about Shivaji's childhood, first 6 years of his life at Shivneri. So when Shivaji was growing up at Shivneri fort, where was Shahaji Raje? What happened to him? Now if you all remember, in the last lesson we learned that Shahaji Raje left Adil Shahi and he returned to Nizam Shahi to save Nizam Shah's kingdom. He saved it, and moreover, this Nizam Shah, he was a very fickle-minded person. So because of his behavior, there was no peace of mind for Shahaji Raje at Nizam Shahi. What do you mean by peace of mind? Man ka shanti. He was not having that. This Nizam Shah was a very fickle-minded, means he used to believe whatever the people used to say about other persons. So because of these things, there was lot of jealousy, hatredness going on among the Sardars of Nizam Shah. All these things made one day that Lakhuji Rao Jadhav, if you all remember, Jijabai's father, he was killed in the court openly, even when Nizam Shah was aware. Because of Nizam Shah's suggestion only, Lakhuji Rao Jadhav was killed in the court openly. This made Shahaji Raje very, very sad. He got very angry. So he left Nizam Shahi. Now if you all remember, earlier he had joined Adil Shahi and he had left. Now he left Nizam Shahi. Now where else he can go now? At that time there were only 3 sultans. One was Adil Shah, Nizam Shah, and the third one was Mughals. So you know that already Shahji cannot go back to Adil Shah and to Nizam Shah because just now he has left him. So he went and joined Mughals, and Mughals made him a Sardar in his court. So when this was going on, Mughals, they had joined hands with Fateh Khan. Do you remember Fateh Khan? Yes, Wazir Malik Ambar's son Fateh Khan. They joined hands with Fateh Khan and they were trying to put down Nizam Shah's kingdom completely. And for this, they were going to give Fateh Khan some territory which was in the control of Shahaji Raje. Which was the territory under control of Shahaji Raje? That was Pune and Supe Paraganas. So somehow Shivaji came to know about all these things and he got very, very upset. So he left Mughals and he decided to teach Mughals and Fateh Khan a lesson. So for this he used all his intelligence and strength. So now to teach these people a lesson, Shahaji Raje established a new Nizam Shah's kingdom. This new Nizam Shah kingdom, there was no king now because Nizam Shah was killed by Fateh Khan when Mughals and Fateh Khan joined the hands. So who will be the king of the new Nizam Shah's kingdom? Shahaji Raje, he searched and searched because the Nizam Shah who was killed, he was not having any children. Usually the Sultan's first child or whoever the child is, he will become the next Sultan. But he was not having any children. Then who will be the next Sultan of this Nizam Shahi? For this, Shahaji Raje searched and from a family which belonged to Nizam Shah, there was a small child. He brought that child and he declared that child as the new Nizam Shah on the fort of Pemgiri near Junnar. And he declared this child as the new Nizam Shah. And this new established kingdom of Nizam Shah, it was between the rivers Godavari and Nira. And while protecting this new Nizam Shah kingdom, Shahaji Raje fought very bravely. And in the beginning, Adil Shah was helping Shahaji Raje. But Mughal emperor, he threatened Adil Shah. If you help Shahaji Raje, then I am going to march against you to fight with you. So Adil Shah got scared of Mughals' strength because Mughals were very powerful. Shah Jahan was going to come and fight with them. So he was scared. So he made friendship with the Mughals and he signed a treaty. According to this treaty, he was going to help the Mughals, not Shahaji Raje. Now Shahaji Raje had to fight alone and he had to fight with 2 enemies, that is Mughals and Adil Shah. And while fighting this, Shahaji Raje used guerrilla tactics. What is guerrilla tactics? See, the special type of fighting with the enemy is guerrilla tactics. For this, they will be hiding in the hilly regions, and when the enemies come, then they will surprisingly attack them and they destroy them. This is called as guerrilla tactics. So this guerrilla tactics helped him to fight with these Mughals and Adil Shah. But you all remember that Mughals and Adil Shah, they had a very huge army. But whereas Shahaji Raje had a small army. So at last he could not fight with them for longer time. So in the year 1636, he made peace with the Mughals. and he could not create his own kingdom, and he has to give up that new Nizam Shah's kingdom which he had created. So, but this small kingdom which Shahaji Raje had established was the inspiration to Shivaji to establish Swaraj. In the next chapters when we learn, we are going to come to know about that. So, like this, Shahaji Raje was struggling with Mughals and Adil Shah. So when he gave up that new Nizam Shah's kingdom, Mughals captured that new Nizam Shah's kingdom, and they divide that kingdom into two parts. One went to Mughals, other went to Adil Shah. So the part which was there with the Adil Shah was also having Pune and Supe Paraganas. So Adil Shah, what he did, he gave that Shahaji Raje's Jagir, Pune and Supe Paraganas, to Shahaji Raje. So now when he has given the Jagir back, Shahaji Raje joined Adil Shah's services. So now Adil Shah, he gave him one more work, that to go and conquer means capture the territories in the very far away part of Karnataka, and it was very far from Pune. So for this Shahaji Raja had to go to Karnataka, and after some time Jijabai and Shivaji joined Shahaji Raje at Karnataka. So here at Karnataka, Shahaji Raje lived a bit peaceful life, and you all remember that even Shivaji Raje was having a very tough time at Shivneri as a child, and he along with his mother, he went and joined Shahaji Raje at Karnataka. Now here Jijabai, Shivaji and Shahaji, they got some peaceful time and they started living like a family now. So now after this, Adil Shah awarded Shahaji Raje another Jagir, that is Bangalore Jagir. Now Shahaji Raje made Bangalore as the headquarters, and he lived with all the luxuries to live like a king. He could give orders, and he could solve problems of the people like how kings do, and he could call all the people for meetings. So like a king, he started living here at Bangalore. So here they had some peaceful time and they lived happily, all of them together. This we have come to the lesson, end of this lesson, Shivaji's childhood. So children, let us remember the points which we learnt in this lesson. Shivaji was born on 19 February in the year 1630 on Shivneri Fort. This young boy was named Shivaji on the 12th day because he was born on Shivneri Fort. He was named as Shivaji. Jijabai narrated the stories of brave men like Bhima and Abhimanyu, Lord Rama and Krishna. And playing with the children of the Maulas, Shivaji learned to build forts because that was their pastime. They used to learn to make elephants from the sand or mud what they were getting there, and they also made horses. They used to play with tops and balls, hide and seek. So this way they used to pass their time. At this time, Shahaji Raje was fighting with the Mughals, and when Shahaji Raje went back to Nizam Shah's kingdom to save Nizam Shahi, there was no peace of mind, and Nizam Shah was very fickle-minded. Because of this Nizam Shah's suggestions only, Lakuji Rao Jadhav, Jijabai's father, was killed in the court openly. This made Shahaji Raje very angry. So he left Nizam Shah's kingdom and he went and joined Mughals. And these Mughals, they had joined hands with the Fateh Khan and they wanted to destroy Nizam Shah's kingdom. And Fateh Khan killed Nizam Shah. This made Shahaji Raje very bad, so he left Mughals also and he started establishing a new Nizam Shah kingdom. And for this Adil Shah was helping him, and he built a new Nizam Shah's kingdom and he brought a child from Nizam Shah's family and he was ruling as a king. Shahaji Raje was ruling as a king, but child was the real, in the name of the child he was ruling. So, but you all remember that Mughals were very powerful and he could not fight for a longer time. So, in the year 1636, he made peace with the Mughals, and the kingdom which he had created between the rivers of Godavari and Nira, it was divided between two sultans, Adil Shah and Mughals, and the portion which went to Adil Shah, in that Shivaji's Jagir was also there. So Adil Shah gave that Jagir to Shahaji Raje. So Shahaji Raje became a Sardar in his court, and Adil Shah sent him to Karnataka to fight with the some rulers there, local chiefs of Karnataka. So when he went there, he even Jijabai and Shahaji Raje joined him at Karnataka, and Shahaji Raje was given another Jagir of Bangalore. And when Shivaji was at Shivneri, every day he used to get to hear the brave work of his father, how he is fighting with the enemies and all. And so this made Shivaji to develop lot of respect for his father, and he also wanted to be like him when he grew up. And when Shahaji Raje got Bangalore Jagir, he made Bangalore as the headquarters, and here he started living like a king, and he was able to summon the court and give decisions to the people and made people happy there. So with this we have come to the end of this lesson. I will be sending you the homework on the WhatsApp group.